Hello everyone and welcome to another World of Warships stream. I decided to wear pink today. You can't stop me. It's what I've done. Yeah, this took a hot minute to get fully set up because last stream I swapped my desktop audio source in OBS from the headset to the TV. I have two TVs currently because my monitor is dead. It's over in the corner over there. So, like, I have two TVs. So I was like, okay, is it LCD TV? No. Is it this other TV? Oh, it's also still not making noise. Oh, I haven't got the audio turned up. And then I click back to Warships and, oh, that's still not right. I had to swap it back to the other TV again. Because this headset's plugged in through my TV because my computer is packed with USBs. And also this cord isn't long enough to reach from my computer to me. Even though my computer is right there. It's right. This thing's cord is absolutely tiny. Now, I do wonder, why? Oh, right. Yeah, I grabbed fire prevention instead of adrenaline rush. That's why I don't have adrenaline rush yet. I went straight for fire prevention. I've been playing this last night, just never bothered to check. Also, I have a super container from my daily login, so what we get? Whoa! I'll take more coal. We also have these to do again, which let's see, 8 times 2, that's 16, 21, 31, 41, not enough. So we might get all this steel today, but nope, not enough. I am still very tempted to do this, because that isn't a lot. And I need even less now because of some free... Literally, these Santa boxes, I got 500 doubloons out of them. So I'm going to fully decide by this one. Because you definitely would want the upgrade by the 21st, so... It's a bit weird that the steel is here and the coal is down here. You would have thought they would have done it the other way around, but I'm glad they didn't. And honestly, I'm not sure what steel ship I want. I want Plymouth. But man, is Plymouth bad. Like, Plymouth has smoke and radar, and that is all she has going for her. But it's American light cruiser radar. Otherwise, she literally has less health, but the same armor as Minotaur, basically. The same AP as Minotaur, but firing it so much slower that she has barely an upgrade in DPM over Neptune. Her torpedoes are alright. I'm pretty sure she's slower than Minotaur. Like, just about everything about Plymouth is worse than Minotaur. This really could have probably been a tier 9. Like, it's an upgrade over Neptune, though, is the problem. But, like, the AA is worse because there's none of the beautiful AA guns from Minotaur. The torpedoes are British 10s, and, like, with Concealment Expert, she can stealth fire them. But that's really about it. There's only even the one launcher per side, which isn't great. Like, there's just nothing to like about Plymouth. Other than the smoke radar combination. Well, smoke hydro radar combination. Doesn't even have a specialized repair party. Which is what has me honestly considering either Laura or Incomparable. I know people would say, oh, Mecklenburg, book on. I don't like the Ulysses class. I just don't. I do not like this class. I have had such a bad taste from Ulysses. I do not want Borgone on that reason alone. And I get Patrie is basically just a bigger Alsace. I also have Patrie. I don't need Bourgogne. Honestly, I would probably take Patrie over Bourgogne any day, because Patrie is harder to bounce. This just looks silly. I mean, this is Yamato overmatch on British guns. It's only 6 of them, but it's Yamato overmatch on British guns. And these torpedoes also look pretty silly. And, you know, it's not a bad thing to have this AA. It's actually pretty nice. Because British 40s are... They either are really good or really bad, and I think these ones are only good because there's so bloody many of them. I mean, these are 8-barreled. Like... And then there's this thing that just... 457 sap. Sap overmatches. This thing could be ludicrous. These also fire sap, so it could be silly, too. And, like, 30-second reload, 8 guns, that's not bad. I mean, you'd expect better by tier 10, but most tier 10 guns aren't firing sap. So, sap with... That's enough armor pen to citadel some cruisers. Like, 114? Hold on a second. Okay. Worcester is safe. I know there's one. It's probably Minotaur. Yep. That sap can citadel Minotaur. It can literally pen her armor belt. So, if you see a Minotaur in that thing, load the sap. There is nowhere on the ship you can't pen. Good. Love that for Minotaur. Wargaming, please. Why are you like this? I also noticed something amusing. You have a team of 5. Can you tell how many of these battles I played yesterday? Wargaming. Why are you like this? I mean, this one you can't do in asymmetrics. So I'll actually have to do some randoms at some point. Or I could hop over and do operations for a while, but randoms would probably be more productive. Can you also tell I've been playing exclusively battleships? That was actually last night, just because I wanted more consistently easy wins. I was playing Vlad. I'd had an asymmetric where basically I almost tanked 3 million potential damage and killed most of the bot team. That was a fun battle. Like, I get everyone would throw around that these battleships are overpowered. I don't know if I would go that far. They're definitely highly HE resistant, which gets really annoying. But to be fair, so does having your armor belt be your citadel. That also gets really annoying. So, you know. And they also have this big-ass nose to overmatch. Let's hop back to Nebraska. I'm actually almost done Nebraska. Almost done Vlad. But I think I want, what is this one? Delaware. I keep wanting to call it Illinois, but that's the heavy cruiser one. Right? It'll be in here. Yeah, it's the heavy cruiser one. Which, not gonna lie, I'm a bit tempted. Because, I mean, this is stupid. And it's armored. Like, this has 38 basically everywhere that matters. Like, that's pretty cool. I'm also pretty sure that Illinois, with its quad 203s, just even the front 8 guns, probably puts out more DPM than Yodo does. And its full broadside probably puts out more Alpha Strike than Yodo does, from a much more durable ship. Yodo needs buffed. Wargaming, please, get on this. I've been tempted to leave, like, some level of feedback in the Discord, but I highly doubt I'm the first person to be like, yo, 10-second reload. Though I might be the first person to go, yo, 10-second reload, and here's the math. Here is proving that the 10-second reload would not be a problem. Lazo. I hope you know what you're doing, little Lazo. You're in a clan, there's a chance. Being in a clan doesn't really mean shit, but there's a chance. There's a higher chance of someone who's not in a clan. I say as someone who spent my first few years not actually in a clan. And not because I basically didn't get invited, it's just, I would just get invited, like, no one would speak to me at all. And then Tora came along and was like, yo, hey, you want to join a clan? Like, you don't have to, but, like, would you be interested? And I'm like, sure, you're the first person to actually ask me. And that's how I ended up in Jet Set. Because that's how I roll. Oh, that other flank, I just noticed. That Hipper needs to play the role of a battleship. At least there's not many battleships. So he does have that going for him. Ah, yes, but any idiot can play a carrier. Yeah, that's why the bots are completely ineffective with them. So I guess bots aren't any idiot. I'm almost certain that would be the response I would get if I were to point that out to people that throw that argument around. Is, well, bots are dumber. It's like, you're literally saying anyone could do it. Well, the bots can't. This is gonna be a bad bombing run. I'm also pushing out way too far. My headset is also way too loud. I'm having all the problems. But I need to keep things spotted for the Lazo. The thing's already not having a great time, and I can guarantee it. So... Oh no, he's spotting that. Yeah, he's gonna die. I'm doing my best for you, little buddy, but you need to take your life into your own hands from time to time. There's only so much I can do. Okay, the Renown is burning, so I'm gonna go for the little duchy over here. Okay, the Renown's about to come around the other side of that island, but I can't poke out because the Yanwei's... Well, no, the Yanwei Torps won't reach me. Lazo's dead. Of course it's dead. I don't know if the Renown is turning down is the problem. These spot fighters... Thank you, fighters. Screw you, dispersion. Two cruisers down. Yeah, it's both Lazos. Honestly, I can't say I'm shocked. It's Lazo. If you've ever played that thing, you'll know why I'm not shocked. Like... It is not what I could call a good ship. Okay, I'm pretty sure my main guns can finish off the Renown, is why I'm waiting. Well, they could have. They just didn't. There goes the Hipper. Percival, why were you not behind that island? I need to just put that out. Now, there's no way I'm getting my guns turned around. He should have no issue killing off the Alba. I hope. Yanwei is 6-4s. So there's a chance it may have already launched them. I'm just trying to buy us more time. Come on, secondaries. Do your thing. No. Lazos, man. It's such a bad ship. And it would be alright if it was a tier higher. Like, that's basically what it falls into. Yeah, that's the Lazo that was with me. That did do a stupid and pushed out where he really shouldn't have in just an attempt to get more spotting done. Like, he needed to stay behind that island. But he didn't. No, don't muscle memory it. I need signals. I need signal flags. Yeah. Less than 35,000 XP away now. And then I get to grind through the next ship. Gonna be real, I don't understand why people are playing those cruisers, other than, I suppose, to knock off their snowflakes. I don't see what the Spanish cruisers do that isn't already done better by someone else, other than they have burst fire. But, like, the situations where that burst fire is going to be useful to you over, like, just playing the French and having a reload booster. You know, you've probably got the time to reload boost into a second or third salvo. You know. And I think the Zeppelin's going to push forward. Or is going for the island at B8. The island at Bait. Because that's kind of what that island is in this exact game mode. This is the one game mode where I will excuse carriers going to A5, because the bots never go back there. You are perfectly safe going back there, because they'll never go behind that island. I hope he gets what I mean by doing that. I'm letting him know where I'm going. Okay, there are no destroyers. Okay, my guns are gonna get to the Endract first, so that's just what's gonna eat this AP. Rude. Little Dutchie's AA is only 3.5. It's really powerful, but it's only 3.5. Man, I'm glad the game can't aim those. You're doing alright back there. I need to get reversing. Heinrich has torpedoes, I'm pretty sure. I'm also pretty sure it has a citadel, but you'd never know. Thing is, I know that thing's torpedoes are slow as balls. So if it did launch any... Yep, there they are. Okay, next target of opportunity is King George. I don't even have to move. He's getting pelted from all sides, though, so I'm gonna start moving forward a bit. Yeah, I should start moving sooner. Oof. That's a Zara. Those will be super slow moving torpedoes. That may have been too low. Nope, that was right where I needed it to be. No. I thought I got around those. Oh, that's not good. Ow. Man, I kind of wish that little Kajukin was still around to launch aircraft at me. I can't make up my mind. I'm just gonna go for the Zara. Because I'm probably gonna die anyway, so... May as well see if I can get a kill out of this. Okay. As long as George ain't looking... Okay, George doesn't matter if he's looking at me. Go gadget secondaries. That buff to reload rate is really nice. And yeah, that carrier's gonna probably still be stuck right down there. Basically. No, I missed. I thought I aimed right. I don't need to aim. What am I doing? Who needs to aim when you have bombers? I basically missed, but, you know. That was a pretty nice little battle. I just gotta remember, I cannot play this thing like this in randoms. Like, playing like this in randoms would be a very, very, very bad idea. Because I know I've said it a lot, but there's a lot of new people that might be popping in every now and again. This doesn't damage saturate. None of this. Anything getting highlighted here does not damage saturate. Including this. This part does. This is superstructure. But the problem is, that is such a small amount of the overall superstructure of this ship. Yeah, you can melt these ships so quickly if you can get close enough to hit their flight decks. It's not a good time, to put it mildly. Harlem, that's also not a good time. He's over here with me. I'll do my best for you, little buddy. I just hope he understands how he has to play. Harlem was a painful ship to get through. It's a 203 armed cruiser with a much longer reload than most other 203 armed tier 8s. And it also burns and floods like a battleship. Because the tier 10 is a battle cruiser. So the tier 8, 9, and 10 burn like battleships. Makes sense of that one. Yeah, I'll mention here, I had an idea yesterday that I feel like could make a lot of the American battleships better, to the point where, excuse me, it may make ships like Montana more worth using. And it basically came down to, well, it came from me watching a, potato quality video of him doing just pressing W Kurfürst games. And, basically him mentioning that Kurfürst feels like it's missing something, and it is. It's missing the exact things that, Prussian, the new Tier 10, has. Faster reload, better overmatch. Kurfürst just needs one or the other. And that's mostly just because overmatch is incredibly broken. Yeah, I'm gonna try and bomb the Hatsu. But, like, Kurfürst is pretty easy to make better. The entirety of the German line is you literally just need to actually give them good reload rates. Why are you right behind me? That is not where you want to be, sir. That's my superstructure. That's still my superstructure. At least I'm still soaking up fire for him. But, like, basically, Kurfürst could be made alright with, like, a 28 or 27.5 second reload. It wouldn't even have to be a huge buff. Just enough to make a gun build more viable on her. Because, I mean, that's basically the problem she has, is just... My man, I need to keep maneuvering. I'm trying to keep a few things from hitting me. You don't need to be right behind me. Battleship player right there. Now I'll go for the guys now. Good hit. My man, those guns are very inaccurate. Yeah, you're better off just volley firing. Now, could you please get into cover? I get you're still alive, but man, making me worried for you. I'm gonna get snagged on this island. Here you go, little buddy. A little too close to the rock. Gotta back up a bit from Dwayne. I'm gonna go for the Gneisenau now still, even though the George is a more tempting target because it's on its own. But the Gneisenau now is dying, and that makes it a more tempting target. the pain of that ship. The Gneisenau is literally repairing faster than he can kill it. I don't know where the George is going. Okay, it's turning in. I'm gonna be real, I'm more worried about the George than I am the Normandy. It's a Normandy. Really? That little guy has been incredibly lucky that things have decided to shoot me more than him. Like, Jesus. Like, even now, the George is still looking at me. And then it just decided to change targets. Just as I said that. I mean, it worked out for him. I will give him that. More signals. I need them. I need them bad. You know, I think I'm actually close to enough money that I won't need to sell Nebraska. And I'm pretty sure I've also got extra captains sitting around that I can actually keep Nebraska. That tends to be what happens, is like, I'll be like, oh no, I might have to sell a ship, and then through grinding it, I'll end up as like, oh no, I just have enough. Okay. I am probably getting kinda low on these. I'm still above 50. I might honestly just free XP it after the next battle, because I kind of want Delaware. Though there's not really much of an upgrade between them. Except this does get the final slot here, which will mean I can take Plotting Room. Which, going back to my idea I had for balancing out the Americans, making them a bit better, and basically making a reload build viable. is to basically remove this. Remove APR1. Replace it with the standard aiming mod. So 7% dispersion. Alter this to give 10% more range, 4% better dispersion. So you get 7 and 4, which is 11%. You'd still have the same total 11% dispersion. This might need to be 12 because it'll probably apply one, then the other, so you'd be getting... Well, not 12. It need to be 4%. So you can have that 1% more, because it'll probably apply one, then the other, reducing, not giving you the actual same benefit, but you'll get 10% more range and the dispersion. But that would also then make this a viable upgrade to take, because you're not giving up 11% of your dispersion for 12% faster reload. The issue is... right here. I don't think Vermont would be balanced if it got those changes. I feel like it would probably be a bit too powerful, because then it could have, you know, 12% faster reload on its 40-second reload, which is what keeps it mostly balanced. Mostly. It's still a mighty great broadside, but at the very least, the fact it's 40 seconds means when and if you do miss, you have to wait over half a minute before you can fire again. It would still be over half a minute, but this would drop to... It's 12, right? Yeah. So it'd be 36 something, maybe 35 something. But still, that's a decent chunk of reload. That puts it almost to standard battleship levels. So, like, it'd be iffy on if this line should get that change, but these two should. Also a little sad that these can't get the Slot 6 carrier upgrades. I remember those being actually worth taking for planes, but they're not really plane-focused enough to matter, I guess, but... yeah, the squadron HP. Or the simply faster squadron speed. Kinda wish you could take those. But, oh well. Does? I don't think it would, because they're really slow on adding these. Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't. So it's like, does it have a legendary mod? Yeah, I will probably be taking plotting room, because you kind of need it. Which is the annoyance I have with American battleships, of like, I don't want to be taking plotting room 2. I want reload mod, because that drops you to a 26-second reload, basically. A little bit above it. So no, Vermont would have a lot better. If this drops to roughly 26. God, I don't remember how... math. It'd be 4 seconds off. And then 2% of 40. Do I remember the equation for that? Okay, it would be 5 seconds off, so it'd basically be 35 seconds. And everyone else gets 3.6. I remembered the equation. The equation that's so much easier than what teachers will teach you to do. If you ever need to find out that information, like if you want to find 12% of something, like 12% of 30. 30 times 0.12. That's 12%. Like, It's right there. I used to get in so much trouble for not... Like, that would be my equation. And teachers would be like, no, no, that's not right. Do it long form. It's like, no, but it is right. This is the right answer. I came to your answer in a better, faster way. I'm gonna keep doing it that way because I'm right. Yeah, as you can tell, I was a bit of a little shit. I also would teach other kids how to do that one. Generally, like, I was part of an anime club. So, club of nerds. Not all of us were actually nerds, though. Some of us were not terribly smart. And the ones that would, like, really struggle with, like, math and such, I'd give little hints, like, little tips, and basically tutor them and be like, yeah, this is how you should do it. Teachers did not like that very much. Because I wasn't teaching... I was teaching them how to do it wrong and still come to the right answer in an easier way, which means I was teaching them how to do it right. If there is a better way of doing something, you should do it that way. There's... I'll never understand the stupid school nature of, no, you gotta do it the hard way. It's like, no, you really don't. Boy, Lennon. That's a ship I've looked at so many times. Because, like, I want a tier 8 Nelson. Wargaming, just give us Rodney. I would buy her. Just give us Rodney as a tier 8. Could literally be the exact same stats as Nelson's tier 7, just as a tier 8 with tier 8 armor. And I would buy her in a heartbeat. But see, the problem with doing that, and this is probably why they don't do it, is if they were to introduce a 9-gun, 9 frontal gun, you know, a Nelson class, with a super heal at tier 8, that would probably be pretty broken. But, if they keep it as a tier 7, it's super frail. Which keeps it pretty balanced. Yeah, I always have to take a quick peek at the people here because, like, there are some players that I know, just from seeing their name, that they are not going to be very helpful. So... Well, man, if I had range mod, I could shoot at that, and I would probably miss, because it's American dispersion. Which is basically German dispersion. I'll probably miss here, but... Especially where I don't think I led that enough. No. No, I did lead it enough. Dispersion! You know, that thing that never happens when it's you being shot at. Oh, that's the funny one. The one that was introduced to have really good rocket planes, and then they nerfed rocket planes, like, the next update. Basically, encouraged people to buy a carrier with really fast, pretty... I think it's that one that has really good rocket planes, anyway. I might be thinking of a different carrier. Now I'm questioning myself on everything. Boo. Man, if only I was in a heavy cruiser right now. That's such a beautiful array of broadsides. I think the Fiji will probably be the easiest, so... I did not lead that enough. I am playing really bad right now. I'm also gonna keep reversing because Omino I think Omino has 10s. So come on, guns, work with me here. I'm probably gonna eat that. Omino has 12s. And the Lenin is dead. Come on, guns, work with me. Okay. Well, it's not really what I wanted. I'm dead. And those two are way too far away. Carrier, have fun. That was a terrible battle. Gods, I hate American dispersion at times. Like, I'll admit, a couple of those salvos were me messing up. A couple of them were also the game just going, no. Because there's no aiming mod. Give me aiming mod. Why did the Americans have to get screwed over lower tiers like this? It's not like they would be the more accurate ships if that happened. Their Sigma is still, in general, worse than the Japanese. Grumble, grumble. Oh boy, more standard battle. Yeah, Toulon. That's a fun cruiser. And a Lazo. That's not a fun cruiser. What are those battleships? A Sharn and a Heinrich. I should not need to go up there, so I'm going to park up down here. Try and cover the south. If the Toulon gets there first, he can have it, but... Realistically, I shouldn't have to really stay near the cap at all. That's a Heinrich and a Sharn. They should more than have that. Toulon, why are you slowing down? I do not wish to bump you, my man. Ah, good old Nern. Okay, gotta get turned a bit. Okay, T-22 is 8th, I'm pretty sure, right? No, I think it might only have 7s. You have 9s, however. And that's 2 torpedoes. That might be the Glacianaires. I'll need to get maneuvered in a minute, but... Because, yeah, my guns can't get over this rock. Now they can. One of them could. Damn it. Yeah, this is really the spot the Trulon should have gone for. Because he can play around this little peninsula to keep himself basically covered. And of course there's the Pitadel. And like the Trulon could actually stay undetected here, where I actually can't. Because I'm just too tall. HE, my man, you can fire it at these. I know the experience of Lazo is fire AP at everything because you can't pen shit normally, but... Nah, I thought I could get over that. I need to get out of this position now. Because everyone else has died, except the Lazo. Go, my man, have some eyes. Okay, at least there's only 3 battleships. It's 2 Liz's, though. Come on, dispersion. Ow. Yeah, I am now completely alone. Which basically means I am now... You have 8s. I can't push any closer. There's gonna be torpedoes on the way. You know, I should see if I can finish off the Devonshire. I'm now basically a North Carolina with only 6 guns. And a giant tumor on my back. Crap. I can't get back to the cap, not with those Lizzes still there, and unless the game plays really nice, I'm not going to be able to take care of... Well, and the buyer, and all 3 battleships are right there. Okay, maybe if I just push forward, the Dallas will let me see it. Come on, little Dallas, open fire. American dispersion. Ah! I'm dead. We still defend the cap as long as that just happened. Wargaming, can I have aiming mod, please? Like, aiming mod probably wouldn't have actually made that a kill, but man, would it make playing this thing a whole lot more consistent. That's the thing with battleships, of consistency, and the Americans just don't have it until tier 9, 10. That's when they pick up consistency. Everyone else gets consistency from tier 5 onwards. At least improved consistency. I feel like I need to take a break from Nebraska. I also need some coffee, so I will be back in a moment. I return. I want to get through Nebraska, but I also really kind of want to take a bit of a break from it. I do have Yumahari to also work on, which is still pretty low on XP. It's also a ship that, like, I like it. It just doesn't work terribly well for asymmetrics. It doesn't have much battle impact when everything's charging into close range. So yeah, let's have some Preysan fun. Russian fun. This isn't Preysan. Preysan's another ship. I'm getting names confused. Yeah, do I really want to... This could be a nice change of pace. I will be leaving those on as much as I do need the signals. Frisk, I'm kind of busy. You're trying not to run over your ball wherever it went. Have your ball over there. I know you want to play, but I'm busy. I can't, especially while wearing this headset, I cannot throw a ball for you right now. Because you don't do a good job of bringing them back. We can play later. No, stop. We can play later. My experiences with the Pan-Asian Destroyer tech tree has been... It's been an experience, and partially just down to the ships themselves. Like, tiers 2 through 4 are great. All of them are fun, they all work well. It's great. What is over here? Brandenburg B. Tier 5 is hot garbage. Tier 6 starts meeting radar and doesn't have enough going for it to really make up for the fact that it's basically just getting back to tier, 8-kilometer torpedoes, aka tier 4-5 torpedoes. And then you get the tier 7, which is amazing, and I honestly stayed on it for so long because it's... Gajimata is amazing. I honestly kind of wish I was still in Gajimata because it has better guns. Like, Hsien Yang to Gajimata, Gajimata wins. Mostly because Gajimata can stay angled in and fire all 6 of its guns. Hsien Yang has to basically show almost complete broadside to anything it's fighting to fire all 4 of its guns. And they have the same torpedoes. Well, the same torpedo count. These go a bit further. The big advantage to Hsien Yang over Gajimata is this reload booster. And in the known 1v1, if it was literally 1v1, then swapping out the smoke for the radar on Hsien Yang would give it an advantage. But you can't guarantee that in randoms, so it's hard to consider that as one of its advantages. Oh, it's gonna thread those, isn't it? Yeah. The Normandy may not. Frisk, I know you want to play. But I cannot play with you right now. Yeah, I currently can't do much here other than just keep them spotted. And I'm oh, the... Ooh. Okay. I don't want to blind the Brandenburg to them, but I need to... Oh, come on, these are American guns. Why is their AP so crap? Risk. Have you forgotten what not right now means? Jesus Christ. Nah, I'm just gonna hang off. Hold off on the torpedoes. Trying to hit the superstructure so badly. That thing has like no superstructure is the problem. Guess, play with your little tower. It's so much better than playing at my feet trying to get me to play with you. Is that Brandenburg firing HE? Sir, HE is not what you do. At least not from your main guns. Hoping to basically get close enough to just nuke this little thing. Though it's going to probably keep turning. That's more like it. I mean, I'm not getting any citadels, but this thing's pretty hard to citadel. Thank you for following, Mongoose83X. Yeah, the AP kinda worked. Goes pretty alright. There's no one really in the chat, though, so... You are the first one for today.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
Ow.
Critical engine damage. Smoke generator started. Engine boost activated.
Will my torpedoes reach? That is the question. North America. I would say the Canadian flag would give it away, but I don't have the Canadian flag on this ship. Okay, that's a sufficient enough break from Nebraska. I'm so close to being done with this ship. And the battles haven't been the worst. Well, I mean, I'm 50-50. Nebraska's been a real problem. She's just not wanting to play nice today. I just don't get on with American low-tier dispersion. And for them, that's tier 8 and lower, because they have nothing to help their consistency, and they have German dispersion. It's like playing a secondary German, but with no benefits of the secondary German. Colorado doesn't get dispersion mod. At least not on regular warships. Might on Legends. I don't know. I don't know if you're referring to Legends there. It's Artillery Plotting Room 1 for Americans. Gives some extra range. That's all it does. It's the slot 6 range mod, but as slot 3. Artillery Plotting Room 2 is the American Dispersion mod, which is in slot 6. You probably have plotting room, because that's what most people run with. I have secondary mod, because why not? It's also turret traverse, but it's not like Nebraska needs it. Like, Nebraska having all of her guns in the front, you never have to worry about a long time swapping angles, so... Shokaku, where are you going? Okay, it is turning, so it's going for behind that island. I think even on North Carolina I have the secondary upgrade, just because why not? All of the upgrades are kind of equally mediocre, so... Yumahari, Oh hey, Colorado. Yumahari has some nice turret angles. But very, very poor frontal armor. I see a tasty Omaha. We'll join the Shokaku in bullying this renown. It's turning. It's gonna miss. And of course, that's the time dispersion plays nice. And yeah, the Yumahari's already being ravaged. There's the dispersion I know and hate. Look at it go. Could swear I'm French for a minute there. Yeah, I'm still pretty angled to the renown over there. Where is that Colorado going? My man, the cap's over here. I need to just give up on this Omaha. I'm probably not... Yeah, it's too close now. That is fair. I'll still prefer Nagato any day, especially if those older battleships, like the ones that have been in the game longer. Okay, it looks like the carrier's gonna go for the Renown, so I'm gonna hit the Fuso. And, okay, no, he did go for it. I was about to say, and he didn't. It looked like he didn't actually go for it. But... Hello, Renowned Torpedo. That's gonna hit me, I think. Yep. Both of them are. Ow. The Omaha's far enough away. I gotta try for it. It's an Omaha. You've gotta go for that. Well, I finally got a pen. I'm worried about that Liz shooting at me. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the Omaha now. It's not worth me even shooting at anymore. Blah. I have not I had planned on going for the American fat battleships. And then I learned that Vermont was apparently pretty good, and then I no longer was interested. Because that's why I wanted them. It's because on paper they look garbage, and I do pretty good in bad ships. I mean, I'm upper 50% of Gascon, for example. I use a website called World of Warships Numbers to compare how my performance is to basically everyone else. It's basically you can sign up to the website. I don't think it's really signing up, but you basically allow the website to track your performance using the Warships API. And then it, it adds your numbers to everyone else's, and then you get to see everyone else's that has also allowed it. It's pretty nice. I don't even know if that website's still around. I haven't checked it for a while. But, like, my average performance in Gascon is basically just above the lower 50. Which, I mean, isn't the greatest, but also, it's Gascon. Like, Gascon's kinda bad. I want to find the carrier. Aw. Oh no, there wasn't a carrier. I thought there was, because we had one. So I get for not looking at the team lineup. I'm not a smart man. I mean, that battle wasn't the worst. That's the Yumahari experience, though. It's a good ship. It's just... It's kind of... I actually have about as much difficulty aiming Yumahari as I do Nebraska. But Yumahari is more accurate than I'm used to. There's a certain level of accuracy I can aim with, and it's called French accuracy. That's, as you might guess, like, it's French accuracy. Which basically means, 1.8 to 1.9 sigma of a very wide sigma, and the same dispersion as the Americans and Germans. They might not have. I mean, you'll know if they did change your stats if you can come into your profile, and if all of this is still here, your stats still exist. The API basically is just, it holds all of this information. It's so little free XP. Kinda just want to be done with Nebraska. Yeah, Warships Numbers compares randoms, so... Okay, would I have the silver without selling it? 'Cause I kind of want to keep Nebraska as much as I am done with it. So, that's 3, 5, 6, 7 mil over the price tag, the price being 13... Yeah, I'd have just enough. I'd be out of silver, but I would have just enough. Or I could just sell Nebraska. I might just sell Nebraska. When am I ever gonna play Nebraska? Probably never. And if I'm gonna sell Nebraska... ship. I can make this a lot cheaper as well. First things first, before I lose track of her. Hey, New Jersey, get over here. I will just demount these. I've got the doubloons, I don't mind. Dispersion. Yay. Yeah, most people run plotting room. It could just be you get on well with this dispersion. Like, that could just simply be it. Would it be... It's just 45 seconds. That's not really enough to matter. And, I mean, this could scare a destroyer. It could scare a destroyer. It's 8.3. You get spotted in that range and the battleship's secondaries open up on you, you're gonna be a little worried. Maybe. There's a chance. I would not recommend actually secondary building these things. But, you know, that's because these ships have a fun quirk. This flight deck, anything that says auxiliary room, that doesn't damage saturate. So if you can hit the auxiliary plating, you know, this 19mm section, you will deal full damage all the time, every time. This bit, the superstructure armor, will damage saturate. There's less of it on this, but you do not want to get close with these. This turret is never going to get used. It's just decoration. From what a lot of people say, Kansas is rough. So, just be warned on that one. I don't know exactly what about Kansas is rough, other than the 40-second reload. Because I've not played it, but... its armor is also pretty bad. You will eat high explosive no matter where it hits you. Bonuses, you're probably never going to be in, you know, where people can shoot at you. I didn't mind Colorado. Like, it's not a bad ship. So, like, I wouldn't say it's bad. I know some people do. Some people also swear it's, like, the best ship ever, so... I had just gotten to the Americans after having already done Nagato. So I had that experience, but, you know, slightly better, basically, from playing Nagato. The ship I will say is bad that everyone else says is good... this piece of junk. I hated Normandy and Leon so much. They have made me swear off shotgun battleships. Except for Ismail. Ismail's nice. These two ships. So bad. They're so bad. Yeah, I think I'm getting coal. No, steel. Neat. Oh, right, I have a shit ton of those. Now I will play the battle game. Do I have... I do! Ooh, if I end up liking this thing... which, I mean, when it worked, I liked Nebraska, so... I might actually put that premium package on here. Especially, like, these are the same bombers I've already been using. How is the upgrade? Is this something I even want to care about? that is a substantial amount of speed, HP, and such. So yeah, I will actually go for that. Hull upgrade needs to come first, though. Wow, that's actually really nice AA. Yeah, these are not ships you want to be attacking in a carrier. Okay. At least not if you have another target. Yeah, the German battlecruisers are nice. I did the standard thing when I started years ago of I rushed straight for... Well, I started rushing straight for Bismarck. So I've played more of the regular battleships, but I also got stalled out on Koenig. Mostly because shortly after I reached Koenig is when they released the French battleships, and I wanted to go play those. So I went and played the French. Because I like Richelieu more. I enjoy French ship design because it's so stupid. Like, if you ever just look at French ships, they're beautifully stupid. I started 2017. Partially because up until that point, there was another game that was this same style of, like, tech trees, nations, literally naval battle, but it was Age of Sail ships, and I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, but I was playing that instead, and then that game got shut down. So I was like, well, I like this style of game. Oh god, how bad is that? Oh. Ooh, no. No. It's not even... Oh, that is... Yeah, that is not a good... Yeah, I'll never be using that rear turret. Not intentionally. I should catch up to the Pommern. Because, like, I'm a pirate nerd. I'll admit it. Alrighty. It's fine by me. I do remember looking into that Age of Sail game that I had played a while ago, and, like, the developers were literally like, yeah, we are out of money, so we're gonna sell the source code and server. And it's like, man, if only I had money. I would buy it. I would buy it and do my best to fix it up, because, like, I know some programming. But, like... That is fair. 2 screens are the way to go. I don't want to keep myself detected. Okay, the destroyer's in the north. Pommern's not in that much danger. This is a beautiful drop. Well, any ship's a good ship, because it's a snowflake. Those 2 ships playing bumper boats are gonna mess up my aim. I wish you could turn off the aim assist. It'd be so nice. I need to get spun around here. This is the one time I kind of wish I had rudder shift on, but the moment I get just that little bit higher, I'm not going to want it anymore. Like the moment I get the B-hull. Dispersion. I love having it. Okay, that Mogami is going for torpedoes at me. Oh, hey, a Kansas. Oh, this can't fire its secondaries directly forward. That's a bit of a bummer. Because that is something that Nebraska could do. Oh, the Pomeran's dead. That's... let's say, man, I hope the Pomeran kills the Mogami. Which is now going for more torpedoes. And I'm probably way too close for this. Guys, need to be careful of that. Ow. I should reload first, though, and I have a decent chance of killing it. Now it reloaded at the same time I did. Ow. Okay, well, at least I killed it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, Constellation's pretty nice. I remember seeing a lot of them when that first dropped. And man, a lot of people did not understand how to play it. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop this. How I am still alive, but the Pommern is not, is confusing to me. Anolt's pretty cool. It's not good, but it's funny. It's a lot of guns, if I remember it right. Ah, it turned. Oh, that's the... Oof. Yeah, that thing's devastating. That poor carrier. It doesn't deserve anything coming towards it from it. Laria is a ship to watch out for. Especially if you're in a cruiser.
目標よし。私たちを止められる敵は何もなし。ふふ。
I don't think Anolt's in the premium store. Which is a thing, like I don't think it is there, so that's a pretty nice grab. Even if it doesn't turn out to be a ship you actively use. I don't think it's in the premium store. Trying to remember exactly which one it is. I don't see Jammin'. Oh no, it is here. Yeah, it's the one with the shitload of guns. This is a ship I have actually looked at. It looks like a lot of fun. I would not play it like a standard German. Like, I would not secondary build this thing. This looks like it would need a gun build, but... And you've got decent armor, the issue being this. Because, like, angling, you still have flat sections. It's the same issue Ismail has. You still have flat sections, because good old Dreadnought armor. But, like... You wouldn't even need to redo the captain entirely. You would just want, dispersion mod, slot 3, instead of secondary mod. But yeah, this thing looks like it would be a lot of fun. It's not very fast, though. Oh, it has torpedoes. I didn't even notice. No, it's just German 6 kilometers. Yeah, I'd say you got some pretty nice ships there. I ended up getting, so far anyway, I don't know where it... Oh, there it is. Kearsarge. Which, you know, spurred me going, yeah, I may as well actually work on these battleships now. I also ended up getting De Grasse, which is a ship I've looked at and then generally looked away because it's just worse than Le Glacier, and I have Le Glacier right here. But, you know, I'll take it. It's a snowflake, if nothing else. I didn't mind playing it either. And I also got Perth. Which, Perth was pretty neat. I'll probably play it a fair bit more once the Commonwealth cruisers become a thing. Because I like me some cruisers. What do I want next on this thing? I always hit this problem. I really wish they would just put this skill with this one. Just have them be the same thing. Yeah, I think I'll go for ERE next. So New Jersey ain't getting a new skill for a while. I should also just open these. Yay, signals, and that's all I got. I need them. I need them badly. I miss when events used to give out signals. Because, like, I got scraps of a few of the ones that are commonly used. I also need to... Canadian flag. Eagle Union. I've claimed the ship in the name of Canada. It looks like this gun should be able to shoot mostly forward, but I guess it can't. Yeah, because of that little railing. It probably won't actually shoot forward. Slava. He does not want to be forward. So I guess I'm tanking again. At least this ship has less of a flight deck risk. Like, the flight deck is still pretty big, but it's smaller and doesn't go right to the rear of the ship, and also has less vulnerable sections. Or less in the way of vulnerable sections. I can speak. Yeah, the entire ship just looks kind of weird, but I think that's what I've what I've liked when looking at it. Oh, so it's basically British battlecruiser torps. Only probably without the British battlecruiser angles. Oh, it's Napoli. I was wondering why the cruiser was just rushing forward. It's because it's a Napoli. It fears nothing. That is fair. Oh, there's a lot of destroyers here. I didn't even notice. Well, I know basically where it is. Because I wasn't spotted, so it's over here. Well, I've got to go for the Benito. You would think I would shoot at the Charlie, but no, that thing has no armor. No armor, best armor.
慎重に回避してよ。敵基地区間を
Oh, you jerk. I was gonna go see about finishing off the destroyer, but the fighters. I can't get too mad at the Slava for being back that far. It literally has no bow armor. Boo. I'd say to play it to mid-range. Like, don't push super far in, but, like, don't stay super far back. Yeah, like around 12 to 15. This is very stupid. Because I'm about to eat those shells. Ooh, it missed. Really? I'm almost tempted just to go for the ram. Ah, screw it. Really? Ah. Nice. That thing just does not want to die. To be fair, though, that has been my experience with that battleship, too. So, it just does not like dying. Someone told Nebraska dying is for commies, and it refuses to die. I remember Seattle being kind of a disappointment.
目標よし
Wooster was worth it, though.
止められる敵は何もなしふふんこういうのが
Like, Wooster was definitely worth it, but Seattle was... I mean, I didn't hate Seattle. You can probably guess I kind of liked Seattle, but... Because this was done before the camo change. But, like... Cleveland is better. Just because of these turrets. These turrets have such bad angles. How close am I? About halfway. This'll be nice to have. I'll have a good chunk of HP. That's fair. I wasn't around when Cleveland was still a tier 6. The funny thing is, if Cleveland was still a tier 6, minus the radar, Helena would be better. Because they both have the same 25mm pen now. Neither would be able to pen 32. And Helena has more DPM than Cleveland. Even though the reload difference, Helena just has enough guns to make up the difference. Like, I really wish Helena was the tier 8. Because, yeah, if you've never noticed that, this tier 7 and lower light cruisers get standard penetration values. Tier 8 and higher light cruisers, which I'll use Shinmato to show, get higher pen values. Their pen is artificially inflated, which is how tier 8 plus can pen 32, and how tier 7 and lower can't unless it has 155s due to how the math works. It was a buff to light cruisers a couple years back that I kind of wish they would have just done across the board, but then heavy cruisers wouldn't have any purpose below tier, at lower tiers, because, the whole bonus of, like, Furitaka to Miyoko is the fact that they have 203s. They can pen 32. But a 152 with IFHE with 25mm of base pen is 31mm. It's 1mm short of being worth using. Exactly 1mm. That's such an insult, too. It's 1mm. Though the real insult is they made that change around the same time that the Russian battleships were added. Which, like... Ismail's not a great example, but that should give you an idea right there. Get thick 36 section there. Synop actually doesn't. It is 26 everywhere. 75 upper. Vlad's, I think, where it really starts coming in with the... Yeah, 40mm deck. Big bow, but 40mm deck. Sovietsky has a smaller bow and a 60mm deck. Yeah, these ships are basically HE-proof. This happened about the same time that they did the high explosive change for light cruisers. I do need some coffee really quick, so I'll be back in a moment. I return. I am kind of liking Delaware. I might put the premium package on it. I knew I had one sitting around. I was waiting for a ship that I knew I would like to put it on. I don't think I'm gonna get another ship that's tier 9, other than maybe Chungmu. Which is kind of why I'm still hanging on to it. Because I know for the longest time, Chungmu was said to be the strongest destroyer in this tech tree. So, I don't know if that still stands. I don't need the premium package on it. I am definitely liking Delaware. So I can get that hull upgrade. This is going to be a lot better as well. Yeah, I think the only light cruiser guns that didn't get a buff with the high explosive change was 180s, but they also didn't need the buff. They already had 30 millimeters of pen. Hello, Exotic Magpie. I'm doing alright. Ah, Schlieffen. Never actually checked. Can this thing swap for a spotter? Probably not. Be cool if it could, but it probably can't. I should really just put plotting room on. How are you doing, Exotic? Man, that rear turret. It has such a bad angle. Yeah, Schlieffen, I'm really kind of letting you go first here. For my own safety, more than anything. Yeah, I'm gonna be shocked if I get any planes through this. Two. AA does nothing. Totally. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, I got 2 planes through. These planes have more HP than... These are tier 10 levels of HP. That's 2 tier 8s. Yeah, Schlieffen might be in some trouble. No, looks like you might thread them. Ah, you ate one. I'm gonna try and hit the Zeton. Ah, it's already launched its torpedoes. So I'm gonna try and hit it to break its torpedo tubes. Looks like it's already launched. But I'm still gonna go for it. Because it has less armor than Bismarck. Yeah, Schlieffen's dead. That was too high. That was my B. I gotta remember to look at the mini-map. I should really just do that. Keeping an eye on the Bismarck. You know what? Bismarck's on its own. Hallmark of someone probably dying. Suddenly radar when there's no need for it. Let's say, push all the buttons! Hey, they're leaving. That'll be convenient for me. One ricochet. Yeah, Bismarck is still burning. I hope the rear angles are better than the forward angles. Alrighty. Have a good rest. No, the rear angles are not better than the forward angles. Oh god. Well, they are marginally better. Gonna be real, I'm more worried about the Veneto at this range. A Bismarck at long range is not really a threat. A Veneto right next to you is kind of a threat. Three bounces. Yeah, the Bismarck's also basically behind an island now as well. Six shatters. I do kind of wish I could manually control which of my AA guns fired, so I could keep them firing longer when there's only one plane left. Basically turn off the better guns. Really. Alright. Bismarck it is. Really? Really? Swing the rear gun! There we go. Oh, this thing has such a pathetic horn. Nebraska has the big Yamato. And this thing has friggin' like almost cruiser level of horn. That's just sad. I guess by the sheer number of messages. Hold on. I'm always worried opening this. No, actually, it was just a couple people talking. These days I get kind of worried opening the help checks. There's been a lot of gold selling bots. And I really don't want that on my stream. New newcomer bonuses? Oh no, that's for the test server. Okay. I'm kind of looking forward to these. Ah, they're doing Battle Pass for it. Okay. Okay, so they're basically adding what the Aslan mod does. But you have to hover over it in the... Okay, that's fine. Who's getting upgrade? Golden Lion? Ooh. Oh, but that would mean giving up my AA build. Ah! Well, I wouldn't have to give up the whole build. Why does that have to be slot 6? Wargaming, why can't it be slot 5? I would give up concealment to keep auxiliary armaments. Like, it's only 15% AA damage. But that 15% is actually a fair chunk for Golden Lion. But also that 15% faster reload on the airstrike. That would be a decent little chunk of time. Put it almost down to 60 seconds. And give it a whole extra available flight, so it could drop 3 at a time instead of just 2. That's gonna be powerful. Because, like, Golden Lion already does fine without reload mods, so... Case in point of mine, I do pretty alright in it. Like, I don't have reload mod. Do I just free XP this? Yeah, I'm just gonna free XP this. I want the rudder shift. And while I am in here, I know I got... There it is. I could realistically sell all of my 10s in here as well. And I'd have a good chunk of money for it. Yeah, having this extra HP is nice. As well as, you know, not feeling like I need rudder shift anymore. 17 seconds is more than fine. Some people might disagree with me, but it's more than fine. Because, like, the thing is, like, to take rudder shift means giving up Air Group Mod 3. Which, given that's partially what makes this thing worth playing, is having the airplanes and not having them dead. Wait. Oh, Louisiana's airplanes have less health. Because I highly doubt all of that's from the 5% bonus from here. Wait, no, I have extra HP from a skill, don't I? No. No, I don't. It's reload time. What does it mean, damage caused with a priority sector activated? AA damage or damage? I mean, that's such a small amount, it wouldn't matter, but... Wargaming, what do you mean? Just saying damage does, like... Could be this damage, could be this damage, could be this damage, could be this damage. What damage, Wargaming? Or is it just all of them? Didn't actually check. Does this go up? No, I don't think the bombs and payload goes up. No. Okay. That's good. If that went up, that would be silly. But yeah, I am liking Delaware. Do I have? Ooh, I do. Ooh, that looks nice. I like this camo. And then there's this kind of garbage camo. Okay. Alabama. Wait, aren't American battleships supposed to be named after states? Isn't Delaware not a state? I don't know American... I was gonna say geography, but it's not exactly geography. No, it is technically geography. I don't know y'all's states very well, given I'm a Canadian and have no reason to know them, but... pretty sure I've never heard anyone mention Delaware as a state. Though it might be, and it's just a state no one ever mentions. Who knows? Y'all Americans will have to correct me on that. Though, gonna be real, I don't overly care, but... it's just one of those things that's mildly confusing. Oh yeah, you have a cool horn. I have this. Sad. Droop the turrets. I have a sad horn. Nebraska's horn was so much better. Using that island down there to limit engagements. While not pushing forward too much. Given how the speed of these aircraft, at least right now, I kind of want to be close to 13 kilometers from things I'm fighting, because otherwise it's almost not worth launching them. But in this moment, it is kind of worth it. Eh, you got that one, Alabama. And a torpedo ball jet. I see a juicier target. Oh, it's turning away. What just died? Oh, our Akazuki to Pedos. Okay. The Alabama's also about to die. That's fun. The Iowa's hiding behind an island. And then drop on the Crecciolo in front with more health. I need to just put those out. Thankfully, that submarine understood his assignment. Sadly, my guns are not understanding their assignment. Ah. No. Ah. This is a lot more consistent than Nebraska was, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, this is over. Like, this is a pretty nice ship. I should really be doing randoms, because that's how I can work on the dockyard. And I kind of regret not actually looking at Michelangelo before really doing much, because I kind of want it. It's so stupid, it looks French. I want it. Doesn't look very good, but I want it. And now I'm going to have to pay more for it, because I ended up completing the first stage of the dockyard before I even looked at it. I need to just make some silver. Come here, Puerto Rico. This Puerto Rico was not obtained during the first Puerto Rico event. It was gotten during the second one. Mostly because during the first one, I had no interest in Puerto Rico. I didn't think I would like it. It's also why I don't have Alaska, even though I could have had Alaska, because I was like, I don't know if I'd like that very much. And then a few years later, I picked up Congress, and it was like, well, a few years, I think it was like a year later, I picked up Congress, and it's like, oh, Oh no, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, can't, can. Okay. So if it's the Bismarcks over here, I'm good. For those wondering, the can'ts and cans, that's can't bounce, can bounce.
Good luck and fair seas. Good luck and fair seas.
Which is the beauty of the American heavy cruisers. Is everyone goes gaga over Bourgogne until they're facing a Salem that just burns them down and there's very little they can do about it because there's very little on Salem that a Bourgogne can even pen if it's angled. Your reload booster doesn't help you if the cruiser you're fighting is angled and can bounce your 380s. Is the duration 35? Okay. I gotta be mindful of over there. So basically I'm gonna use a little bit of the water here to turn. Hopefully the Daring doesn't think I'm abandoning him doing this. I have had destroyers think I'm abandoning them, and then they abandon me because they think they're not going to have any support.
Enemy force detected.
Okay, 1 Bismarck. 2 Bismarcks. Where's the destroyer? There it is. Yeah, I'm drifting out a little too far.
The ship is on fire.
This thing's so consistent. That's about to launch some torpedoes at me.
The ship is on fire. Our team has taken the lead. Torpedoes, direct front.
Need to put these fires out.
Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire.
Daring, please tell me you got me. Okay, it was the Ohio that got me, but someone did. That's all I needed. But don't you know, a cruiser can't tank in this game mode. I've seen so many Alaska players be like, man, you can't... You know, you can tank pretty well. I get the armor is different. Puerto Rico does have better armor. But, like, it's far from bad. Like, an Alaska could have probably done exactly what I've done.
Direct front. The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
The issue is a lot of Alaskas do what I'm about to do. And that's get all of their guns firing. I'm only doing it 'cause we've won. I just want more damage. And you don't go broadside in cruisers. What I'm doing is stupid. Never do this. Unless you know the battle's a win, basically. Never do that. I actually think I got less credits from that than I am getting from Delaware. But also, I only have the 40% boost here. I think tier 9s are what you play to make money. Yeah, let's dig out Kearsarge. I am going to move this down to just this booster. That's still fine there. That's still... It's going to take a hot minute to get used to the rocket planes again, but... Okay. I do quite like this thing. I just wish I could run reload mod. Like, that's basically what it comes down to. I wish I could run reload mod. But you really can't, not on American battleships. You lose too much.
なんてこ
thing has okay turret angles. I wish they were a little better, but it's got good enough. I am very happy the game gave me Kearsarge. Like, this is one of the ships I have looked at in the armory a lot and was like, I kind of want it, but, like, it's a lot of coal. And then the game's just like, yeah, sure, have it. So. This is probably a really bad idea. Especially because these are rocket planes. There's the destroyer. Kearsarge's Tiny Tims hurt. Go, little split. Annihilate that Minsk. Thanks, little buddy. Saving me a lot of pain. Just wish I could see smoke. Okay, that first fire... No, that's at 2 fires. Let's see, that first fire is about to go out. And there's the Ismail showing up. Okay, let's rocket the Nagato again. Could I have the aiming circle? Thank you, game. Those are probably gonna miss. Oh no, I hit with 3. Hasty Ismail. That was probably a very bad idea. Yeah, I'm aware. Still reloading, little buddy. I need to just go fully bow in. You're turning. I don't know how much longer I can be patient. I need to just fire. Boom. Damage. Don't know what I broke, but I broke something. I did my part. Up to the split now. Let's see. Do I have any 9s that aren't a battleship? Like any premium 9s? I don't think I do. Nah, they're all battleships. Battleships are in less. Unless they change that, battleships are in less. I might end things off here, though. It's getting pretty toasty in here. I had my heater up. I turned it down part of the way through, but my computer is acting as a heater right now, too, so... It's pretty toasty in here. I'm also getting pretty hungry, so... Yeah, I'm gonna end things off here. I will be back streaming again tomorrow. Might be back to Diablo 2. Not sure. I'm trying to bounce between my alternate games a little bit. I also might do more Splatoon, because I was having a lot of fun with that yesterday. So yeah, thank y'all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for whatever I happen to stream. See you then.